On, we are going to look on traffic-related factors determining wildlife roadkills, and this is Alessio that will give a recorded speech.
Good morning to everyone. I am Alessio Patriarca, and I present to you our work, Environmental and Traffic-Related Factors Determining Wildlife Roadkills, Threatening Human Safety in Mediterranean Landscapes. The factors determining wildlife roadkill and the risk for human safety are well studied in the United States, Central and Northern Europe, but little is known about Mediterranean landscapes. A great number of wildlife vehicle collisions involves large species such as ungulates. Most people involved in ungulates vehicle collision usually do not suffer damage, but a small percentage of them incurs into injuries or even death. Such injuries and deaths are associated to economic losses. Then, together with vehicle damage and the economic value of the road-killed ungulates, have been estimated to annually overtake $1 billion in both Central and Northern Europe and the United States. In this case study, roadkills of wild boar within a Mediterranean landscape were analyzed to investigate both environmental factors related to wild boar abundance and traffic-related factors that may influence collision risk. We considered two hypotheses. In the abundance hypothesis, the main factor affecting the number of road-killed wild boar could be an environmental factor. In the traffic hypothesis, the main factor affecting the number of road-killed wild boars could be a traffic feature. Our study was carried out in the regional natural reserve of Vico Lake. The reserve has a low-density road network, and the survey road is near the western boundary of the protected area. In order to study the effect of the scale on the model, the road was divided according to different lengths. 500-meter modules in the first case, and 3 km in the second one. Our explanatory variables were divided into two types: environmental factors related to wild boar abundance and traffic-related factors. Environmental variables were number of trails, dominant land use, percentage of forest, percentage of natural area, percentage of cropland, percentage of urban area, distance to water, and the road biopermeability. Traffic-related factors were traffic volume, height difference between the first and the last point of road section, sinuosity, and the road roughness. Our response variable was the number of road-killed wild boar for road section. We used univariate generalized linear model and selected the most supported model using a CSIC information criterion. From the data analysis, the model that better explained the phenomenon were selected. The factors that best explain the relationship with wild boar roadkill are distance to water and traffic volume for the 500-meter scale, while for the 3-kilometer scale are distance to water and percentage of croplands. For the 500-meter scale, we observe the highest number of roadkills occur for the high traffic volume class. For the 3-kilometer scale, we observe that the lower percentage of cropland, the highest wild boar roadkill. This may be related to a greater landscape diversification and easier movement from the feeding area to the refood area. Probably this variable has a quadratic distribution, and for value less than 12% of cropland, there may be a decrease in roadkills. At both scales of analysis, we observe consistency in the distance to water factor model, where there is a decrease in wild boar roadkill as a distance to water increases. The model of distance to water is the one that best explains wild boar roadkill in both scales of analysis. That's why we considered it the most important factor. This is an expected result in consideration of the water scarcity typical of Mediterranean ecosystems. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you very much, Alessio. Are you with us?
Yes.
Great. Hi. So I will open for questions to Alessio. Okay, so I start. I have one short question. Maybe I misunderstood it, or I didn't really get the details. What kind of ground data had you from the beginning? Did you have any data of the collisions from the area from the beginning?
Yes, for the beginning we have data of collision of the area, in particular 33 roadkill of wild boar.
Hello. What are you considering as a high volume traffic? Do we have a kind of cars per day?
Yes, we have considered cars per day.
How many?
These data are scarce resolution. In fact, we have detected a maximum of 2,000 cars per day.
Okay, so thank you very much, Alessio, for your nice presentation.
Thanks.